Stamp number 1. The image shows a penny black stamp, which was the world's first adhesive postage stamp used in a public postal system. It was first issued in the United Kingdom on May 1, 1840 and became valid for use on May 6, 1840. Purpose: the penny black was introduced as a part of postal reforms proposed by Sir Rowland Hill to simplify the British postal system. Previously, the recipient of a letter was responsible for paying the postage, which was determined by the number of sheets and the distance travelled. The penny black established a uniform rate of 1 penny for a letter weighing up to half an ounce regardless of the distance. Design: the stamp features a profile of the young Queen Victoria based on a sketch from 1834 when she was 15 years old. Production: the stamps were printed in sheets of 240 and had to be cut individually by hand as perforating machines had not yet been invented. The stamps also had small crown watermarks and letters in the bottom corners to prevent forgery. Replacement: the penny black was in circulation for only about a year because the red cancellation mark, used to show that the stamp had been used, was difficult to see on the black background and could be removed, allowing the stamps to be reused. This led to the introduction of the penny red stamp in 1841, which was used with black cancellation ink. Collecting and value. While approximately 68 million penny black stamps were printed, their value today varies greatly depending on their condition, such as whether they are used or unused, the size of their margins, and any printing errors or unique plate numbers. A well-preserved unused example can be worth thousands of pounds. A rare penny black stamp from Plate 1D sold for £348,000 in 2011. Stamp number 2. The image shows a 15-cent stamp from the 1869 pictorial issue of the United States. This series is notable for its different themes and for being the first U.S. postage stamp series to feature a design other than a president. The specific stamp depicts the landing of Columbus in 1492. Official name: 15-cent brown and blue landing of Columbus. Scott Catalog Number: Scott 118 for Type 1 and 119 for Type 2. Issue date: the pictorial issue stamps were released in 1869. Value: the value of this stamp can vary widely depending on its condition, whether it is used or unused, its centering, and the presence of any unique cancellations or errors. Centering: a stamp with a well-centered design and balanced margins will be more valuable. Condition: the presence of tears, stains, or other damage can significantly decrease a stamp's value. Cancellation: the type and clarity of the cancellation mark, if used, can also impact the value. A light, neat cancellation that doesn't obscure the central image is often more desirable. Inverted center: an extremely rare version of this stamp exists where the blue central vignette is printed upside down. The inverted center variety is one of the most valuable stamps in U.S. philately and has been auctioned for a significant amount. A used example with an inverted center has been valued at over $22,500. Stamp number 3. This is a 5-cent U.S. postage stamp featuring Thomas Jefferson, which was part of the 1861-1866 issues. The stamp is characterized by its brown color and the portrait of Jefferson in an oval frame. The crisscross lines over the portrait indicate that the stamp has been cancelled, meaning it was used for postage. Thomas Jefferson. Denomination: 5 cents. Scott Catalog Number: this specific stamp is identified as Scott 76. Issue date: it was released in 1863. Design: the design is based on a painting by Gilbert Stuart. Cancellation: the pen cancellation seen on the stamp, sometimes called a fancy cancel if it's a specific pattern, was a common method used to invalidate the stamp for reuse. Collecting and value. The value of this stamp varies widely based on its condition factors like centering, the clarity of the cancellation, and any damage such as tears, stains, or missing perforations all play a role. Generally, a used example of this stamp is less valuable than an unused one. Rarer examples such as those with certain types of cancellation marks can command higher prices. To determine the precise value, it's recommended to have the stamp professionally graded by a philatelic expert or an organization like the Professional Stamp Experts PSE. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more update.